Hello guys, welcome to the stream Friday night, and it's another live one with me, Peter. Okay, got a guest a little bit later on. Shane's coming in, Shane Old Traveller. I won't get into that too much now. He's another viewer just like you guys. If it goes well, I'll bring him in. I'll bring other people in the future. All right. So right, let's say hi to everybody. See who's in the stream. 91 straight in off the back. Good to see you guys in. It's a bank holiday weekend. If you're in the UK, it's a bank holiday weekend, so there's a lot of people aren't working on Monday. So I don't know how many people we're going to have in tonight. I'm going to say hi to Franco. He's in the background moderating, keeping all the trolls away. So hi, Franco. Right, let's say hi to the early birds. People are in. Mark P, have a great. Okay, that was in earlier. Lieutenant Colombo Glass Eye, I appreciate another great show. Yeah, cheers, Lieutenant Colombo. Jet, let me just put these up while we're doing that. Okay. Right, James Casey. Yeah, hi, JC. James. Hello, Peter. Hello. It's time again. Yeah. Right, I bet that's Marky Mark's done that. Let me go right to the bottom. And it is. Mark, thank you, mate. Every time. Peter, great news that Thailand will be easing travel restrictions this Sunday and maybe dropping the Thailand pass completely on June 1st. Your July trip is looking pretty good at this point. Yeah, we'll talk about that, Mark. I'll bring Shane in and we'll have a little chat about it. Everybody can join in the chat. But as usual, thanks for your super chat there, Mark. Appreciate that. Okay, let's carry on. Well, I say carry on. We've just started. Let's say hi to Brian Street. How are you doing, Brian? What are you saying? Everything, mate. Thai Airways, August from Heathrow, nearly a grand, September 250. It's September for me, and hope the Thai pass goes back in Genie Lab. Brian, if you're paying a grand, bargain, mate. I paid 1,300 economy in December. Hopefully these prices will start to sort themselves out now. Things are starting to get back to normal. Carl Wirad, how are you? Yeah, situation's getting better. Crypto Chris, how are you doing? Danish Bacon, Mongers Assemble. Danish Bacon, I see you're in quite a lot of streams, aren't you? You seem to be in everything out there. So you're obviously, you like that Thai connection, but good old. Who's that? McLaren F1 racer. Yeah, Enslaved Husbands Assembled too. Yeah. Harold Bishop, how are you doing? How's your decorating doing, Harold? Even and Peter, been looking forward to this all week. Always makes me laugh. We've got some good stuff lined up again, Harold. I've got a load of funny pictures. I've got the Ladyboy competition. I've got the Hooters competition. And I've got a little bonus competition for Shane when he comes in. We'll do that a little bit later on. Okay, Tom, how are you doing? Mike H, what are you saying, Mike? Let's have a look. Good evening, Peter. How are you doing? As always, looking forward to the live stream tonight. Yeah, good to have you in, Mike. Pesky McNuggets, good morning from a very... Oh, it's raining in Melbourne. Okay, not too bad here today. Darcy. Hi, Peter. Got my Thai pass approved this morning. I'll be in Big Dogs having a few cold ones. Rub it in. Rub the salt into my wound, Darcy. Yeah, I'll be there soon. Mike Jones, how are you? To be, not to be. Good evening. Paul Shackleton, how are you doing? Good evening, Peter, from Weymouth in the UK, Thailand bound November. Yeah, it seems more and more guys are starting to send these messages. And I'm finally on my way. I'm going in June. I'm going in July. And you're going in November. Let me just... I just want to say hi to a new member out there who's joined. I don't get huge amounts of members, but I just want to give a shout out to this guy there, Arnold Hensley. I don't know if Arnold's in, but he might watch this on a rerun. I also want to say a big hi to Noel. You've heard me mention him many weeks. Noel's a blind man. He enjoys the streams and he gets a kick out of me mentioning his name. So Noel, I know you're out there live listening. It's all good, and I hope you enjoy the stream tonight. Okay. Back to the comments. Let me get rid of these for a while. Put them up again later. Right, Jolly Fox, hi. Gemini Star, hi. Hey, then, yeah, you told me your name in the email and I forgot what it was. Okay, I'm going to say hi to everybody I haven't said hi to before I read out duplicate messages. Leeds, how are you doing? Good to see you in. Shane Old Traveller, greetings, lads. Well, you can say it to everybody live in a bit. Shane's a little bit nervous in the background. You see, when you do these streams week after week after week, they kind of become you become very relaxed, and it becomes not a big deal to do a stream. But you forget when people come in for the first time, it is quite nerve-wracking. Like I've said before, when I first did a stream, I was really nervous. My hands were actually shaking my first one, which normally happens because of my internet. But I've sorted that out now, and I look like the Tango Man again tonight. I don't know why. Some weeks I'm really orange, but as long as the picture's good, that's the main thing. So yeah, very strange. No, I haven't even got a suntan. Right, right. Mark, Glenn, Scott, good evening. Doc Strange, hi. Greetings from California. Yeah, Robert Gilbert. When is Thailand Pass going to be removed? Any idea? Well, the rumor is, Robert. The rumor is 1st of June, isn't it? They're trying to get it. Thailand's had a look around now, and they're looking at the neighbours, and they know they're missing out, and they're talking about the 1st of June, and it's quite serious. I think they probably will drop it on the 1st of June, and all you'll need to do then is you'll just need to show proof of your 2 vaccines that you get in your own country. They've already cancelled the test and go, which is great, because that was the main problem for most people, that you actually go through all the hoops, you get there, then you get tested positive and you get banged up in a hotel, and that's all out the window now. So it is clearing up. Right. Let me just say hi to another super chat there. That's who we got there. Put that up on screen. Angels Cabells. Yeah, thanks for that. I appreciate that. Welcome into the stream again. And I know you did that last week, so very generous. I do appreciate that again. Okay, so let's get back on track here. Where are we? Mac, if they suspend the Thailand Pass, presumably they'll no longer require insurance either. Yeah, you'd like to think so, wouldn't you? I'll have to look that up. Javier, how you doing? Yeah, I'm well, thank you. No name. Yeah, okay. Asef Sheikh, is it? I'll put your name up because I can't pronounce your last name. I think it's Asef Sheikh. Yeah, something like that. Right. Mazza, what's up? Yeah, I'm up. I'm okay. Darren, do you know what I'm thinking? No promises, because I don't want to bore everybody, but I don't know why I'm so orange. What's orange? This weekend's a bank holiday weekend, so Monday I'm not working. I might, we'll see how it goes tonight. I might do one of my off the cuff. I did one Sunday night stream, just one. I'm not doing them regular because I don't want to be doing too much, but I might do one this Sunday. Let's see how it goes. Right, Rob. Good evening, Peter. I'm back from. Oh, you've been, haven't you? Yeah. Good evening. I'm back from Pattaya, and yes, I made my mistakes, but had a great time. Looking to rebook already, but won't be able to go back out until January next year. Can't wait. Love the place. So yeah, Rob, I'm glad you had a good time. So you went out to Pattaya, didn't you? I don't know. Did you meet Trevor or any of the guys down there? I presume you had a ball. I mean, you were in the stream a lot of weeks saying only 2 months, only 6 weeks, and believe it or not, it just goes like that. All of a sudden, you've got a week till you go out there, and now you're back, and that's it till January. Okay, but at least you got there in one piece and back in one piece. But thanks for the super chat there. Jam Jar Johnny, how you doing? Scott G, how you doing? Charles Sanders, hi. Dutch Falang, did I say hi to you already or not? Right, look, where were we? That's the only problem. When I put a super chat up on the screen, I lose my place, but I'm back on track now. Stephen Austin, hi. Mac, hi. Martin McCormick, hi to you. Peter Bailey, Geezers, how you doing? Hello from your old stomping ground of North London. Yeah, Haringey, I presume, right? Yeah, not the most beautiful area in London, but yeah, it is my old stomping ground. Stephen 4X, hi to you all. Seamus Doherty, hi. Usual crowd in tonight, isn't it? Usual crowd, 246 in now. We'll say hello for a little while longer, and then I'll bring Shane in about 10 minutes or so. The psychological guru, is it? Psychology guru can unjabbed people go to Thailand yet? You can, but then you've got to do the quarantine. You can't just come in like everybody else because you haven't had the jabs, and that's what they're looking for. They want proof of the vaccinations. Right, that one guy. I want to be a monga. Easy, book a flight. Okay. Thomas Wright, good afternoon from Niagara Falls, Canada. Yeah, very exotic location there, Niagara Falls. Andy Holmes, hello, hope you're all well. Ben, hi. Javier, we said hi to you. Mark Hewitt, how are you doing? Good to have you in live, Mark. You normally catch up, don't you? Some good stories tomorrow, Mark, especially the first one, one of my favourites. Nick T, evening mongers and mongerettes. Have we got any mongerettes in at the moment? We did have Sheila, the half Farang, I think she calls herself, in last week. I haven't seen her tonight. Lewis, how you doing? Hello from Subic Bay, Philippines. Yeah, happy as Larry. Had forgotten you were live. Nice surprise. Thank you. Gorgeous. Is that gorgeous Thailand? June is looking very good. I think it's June for me. Yeah. Sean Yong, my Friday fix. Great. Thank you. Austin Powers. Hi. When you're moving to, where's that, Ireland? I'm not moving to, is it Ireland? What does that say? Hang on. When you're moving to, yeah, no, no. All right. Curveball there. Philip Bodo, morning from Auckland, New Zealand. It's amazing when you do these streams where people actually come from, isn't it? There's quite a wide audience out there tonight. Right. The Potato, good name. The Potato Republic. Hey, Harold Bishop, how is Madge? All right. There's something between you two. Omar, how much is a member's fee and what do you get? The member's fee. So you're talking about to be a member here, right? Okay. It's, I won't give you price and everything. If you go onto my website, thailand-bound.com, there's only 2 memberships. What do you get? Not a lot, to be honest with you. It's just a way of people showing the support for what I do. You do get bits and pieces. The gold members, silver and gold members, they get the Saturday stories. Normally I'll upload them up on a Monday, so they'll get to watch them earlier. The bronze members, they get like a little smiley faces and all that. So it's more, you know, people who like this, people who come in and like what I do. It's just a way of saying thank you. You know, people run the membership sometimes 3 months, 6 months and cancel. Other people have had for a year. So you're going to have a look. It tells you on the website. All right. And don't forget, guys, if you need any kind of visa extension, that's a service I now offer now with Simon in Thailand. There is a link below that will take you to our visa website. It's nothing dodgy. They're all real stamps. We've known the agents for years and years and years. They handle all our stuff. So if you want a retirement visa or a work permit, not a work permit, a retirement visa, extension of tourist visa, study visa, whatever it is, we can help you with that. Okay. All right. Alan Hunter, hi Pete, all the best on your new ventures. I need rep visa. Any tips? Yeah, link in the description there, Alan. Right, cats and dogs. Okay. Yeah, orange man, me love you, Dong Tom. It's weird, isn't it? How I'm orange tonight. Last week I wasn't orange. I think it's just the camera's got a life of its own. Right, Matthew Alcorn. Hello, Peter. Any news on selling the house? All right, just give you a quick rundown on that before we go in with Shane. Yeah, so I've had 6 viewings. I've got another viewing tomorrow morning. It's a real pain because, you know, when I live in a 4-bedroom house with my wife, and it was 2 kids, one's left now, the other one's at university, so it's just me and my wife at the moment. But, you know, you've got towels laying around, the kitchen's got things laying around, and no house has got nothing laying around, right? But when people come to see it, I have to vacuum, because my wife's at work, I have to vacuum the whole house, clean all the splash glass on the showers, put everything away, hide things in cupboard. They come around, look around, and then, you know, it's just hassle, but you have to go through it to sell your house. So the people I had yesterday, they hadn't even had an offer on theirs yet, and the feedback I got, they liked it, but they want to look at some more. I've got some more in the morning, so it just needs that one person couple to say, yeah, we like it, and that's it. I hope it'll go soon. I've brought the price down very slightly because it's been on the market for a month, but until my house sells, then you know, obviously I can't really do anything. But saying that, if the Thailand pass, well, even if the Thailand pass hasn't gone, that little job that I'm doing, I'm finishing July, so I will be heading out for at least for a vacation for a month around July, August, something like that. Right, okay. Matthew Cartwright, hi. Mark Cubus, is it? When Thailand pass is removed, will you still... Oh, we've done that one. Right. Paul Hoskin, hands shaking, my knees start shaking during a massage. Straight in with that stuff, Paul. Right, I'll tell you what. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anyone. Eric Whitefield, hi from Melbourne. Yeah, hi to you. MetTech, greetings, fellow failures. I don't know. I wouldn't put myself in as a fellow failure. Guideline 7, hi. Hi, Peter, all in the chat. Yeah, McLaren F1 race Sunday. Got to do it now. Okay. Right, go hopping. How you doing? Yeah, you know what? We have to get together. I watched the interview you did with me. Yeah, it was pretty good. And do you know, I got so much stuff going on at the moment that I keep forgetting. I got somebody coming in tonight. We'll see how this goes, and maybe we can get you in next week or the week after, something like that. I'd like to get one of the females in to this stream, but I don't think I'm going to be able to manage it. They'd have to be quite brave, wouldn't they? All right. Ben says that was a question I missed earlier. Ben says next month bars will close at 2. Well, at the moment, somebody asked me what time are the bars open normally. The bars aren't open. They're closed. They're not allowed to open. What you're seeing when you go there are restaurants, right? So, but the official line is bars are not yet allowed to open, but the restaurants are allowed to now stay open until I think it's midnight. It was 11 when I went in December. Then they reduced it to 9. Now it's back up to midnight. Paddy Pepsi, hi Peter, love the streams. Thanks for that, Paddy. Cats and Dogs Coffee, hi. Always surrounded by a beautiful Thai lady. Are you talking about the ladies behind me there? I always try to be, apart from the thumbnails with the big melons, just for fun, I always try to put tactful pictures up. You know, these aren't actually bar girls in the background. They're just regular girls. Okay. Right, Stephen Austin. Did we put yours up? How about soft boxing or using a ring light? You are moving up to pro status now. I don't know. As long as people get, I've got one of those ring lights, and I use it with the stories. But I'm not really bothered, really, if I look a bit orange, as long as you can see me. We've solved that problem with the internet cutting out now. I've got a direct cable, and the picture looks okay. It looks okay. Right. HK57, greetings from Pattaya. That's really strange. You know, we're all in the UK, like, oh, can't wait to get out there. And there you are in Pattaya watching this stream. But good on you. Welcome in. Right, Mr. Mike, hello from California. Michael Haid, when you going back? Yeah, sometime in the summer. Mike Hamlet, hello, Peter. I've opted to go to Bali instead of Thailand as first trip there because it's easier to travel to. Once Thailand removes restrictions later this year, I will be there. I think, Mike, that'll be very, very soon. I mean, it isn't difficult now. Now they've removed the test and go, and I think it'll be certainly June, July. I mean, it'll be totally open. What will be interesting it'll be interesting to see what kind of tourism they get after it's completely open. If it goes back 100% to how it was and the bars and Nana and everything, or if there's any changes. I fly for me. Good evening, Peter, and everyone else. Hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, JB, yeah, Mongo's assembled. James Casey, hi, Pete. When you back in Bangkok, you should do Thailand bound pub crawls with your members who are, let me put that up. Let me have a slurp on this while I read that. Yeah. Hi, Peter. When you're back in Bangkok, you should do Thailand bound pub crawls with your members who are there and stream live for an hour to do preps back home. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, I've met lots of people when I was in Bangkok and Pattaya actually in December, and I've had drinks with people and stuff, and it's nice meeting people. But the problem is when you're doing stuff like pub crawls and stuff, it's really hard to film because of the copyright issues, because you never go into a bar and there's no music, and every bar that plays music, as soon as you upload that video to YouTube, they'll just take it down because it's copyright, and you could even get a strike. So it's a difficult one, filming around bars, pubs and clubs. It's like, for instance, if you wanted to film, say, Soy Cowboy, yeah, you could walk down Soy Cowboy and film it and film all the bars at night with all the girls outside and everything. But you'd have to go back, edit out the sound, take the sound out, and then just talk over it and put your own music, because it's just copyrighted. But we'll see. Right, let me just put that super chat up there. So, Brandon, thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Why do you think there's so many more English versus American expats? I don't know. Is there? I don't know if there is. I mean, you could ask the same question about maybe South America. Maybe it's just location. For people in the UK, we can get a direct. Most of us can get a direct flight from Heathrow. I know if you live up north, the north of England, then you have to go through the Middle East. So you have to take a one stop. For myself personally, I can get a 12-hour direct flight. And thanks for the super chat, by the way. And I think that's probably one of the reasons. I think it's about 17, 18 hours flying time from America, and they can't do it direct. Right, another super chat there. Let me just say hi. I fly for me. Thanks for the $10. Appreciate that. That'll go straight into the beer fund. Okay, how long have we been going? We'll give it another 5 minutes. I'll bring Shane in. He's in. I see him in the green room there, powdering his nose. Yeah, there he is. Right. You all right there? The old nerves settled down there, Shane, have they? All right, we'll bring you in a bit. Right, let me put that back up. I don't know why I took that off so quick. So look, I just put the numbers up there. I know everyone's totally bored with this, and I used to do the whole complete section of numbers on this COVID thing. Everybody's saying it now, aren't they? It's quite interesting this week because normally I got last Friday's figures and this Friday's figures, and normally they're about the same or slightly over. But look tonight, guys, today. So just wait for it to come around. So new cases 14,053. Last Friday it was 21,000. So 5,000 less. That's a real good sign, isn't it? Especially after Songkran. Right, let's get rid of that. I'm not going to do them now, but we've got 2 joke of the weeks tonight as well, because I'm going to do a viewer sent one in, and I've got my one as well. And if you just joined us, don't forget, we've got the Ladyboy competition, we've got the Hooters competition, we've got the funny image. Let's do the funny images now that we've been going 20 minutes. I'll do these at the end again because they take me a while to do it, and they're just to lighten the mood a little bit. So let me finding them is going to be the challenge. Let me put these in, and I'll do these at the end again. It's only for about a minute. There you go. I tell you what, it's that music, it's that interlude music, because I'm 62 now. I remember when I was young, they brought something on the TV in between that kind of music, you know, almost elevator music. Something, I'll play them right at the end again, well over another hour to go. Right, let me just, TGC2450, you've upgraded to silver. Thank you for that. You've been in 6 months now, so thank you very much. Right, who else we got in? I'll bring Shane in a couple of minutes. 22. Let's give it 2-3 more minutes. Say hi to some more people, and then we'll bring him in. Right, Mark Epton, is it? JB, your partner sounds like okay. You're talking to someone else. JB, I like the lady behind you on the right, the one next to her, the two in the middle, and the one on the left. So you like them all, right? Yeah. I can't choose, can I? Because I'm still married. Right, Del Boy, how are you doing? I'm not entirely sure why closing bars early is going to help with anything. Thai logic, isn't it? You know, when we're not here to sort of tell them what to do, we'll just go with the flow. When in Rome, as they say. I know it's corny, but that's how it is. Right. Again, McLaren F1 race again. Ben, have a look on the Tiger channel. Yeah, have a look on the Tiger, because when I haven't got any news today. I nearly never did the stream today because I've been ill. I woke up this morning and I was really, really dizzy. I thought, oh, blimey. I mean, really dizzy. I nearly fell over, and I've had nausea all day. And when I come back in this morning about 9:30, I slept for about 2 hours on the sofa. And I was going to cancel this and write to poor old Shane and say, look, mate, sorry. And I took some medicine, and then I walked my dog, and, you know, I was monitoring. And I still feel kind of 90%, but the dizziness is gone. I did a COVID self-check. No, it's not that. So I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe I've got some kind of other virus, but yeah, but there we are. I'm here. Okay. Marcus Johnson. Hey, your skin. Right, here we go. Your skin color issues could be the settings on your green screen chroma key filter adjustment. No, it's not, Marcus. I'll tell you why. Good input there. But what it is, sometimes I'll come on and I'm totally normal. Sometimes I'll come on and I'm red. Sometimes I use a light. Sometimes I don't. But let's not get hung up on it anyway. I mean, the picture's pretty good. I don't think it's going to go. Look, when I turned sideways there, actually the redness went. So yeah, let's not worry about that too much. Right, Jack Booker. Right, look, we've got our troll in tonight. Look, Mr. Jack Booker. Does that comment actually make you feel better, Jack? Has it made your night? Are you having a good evening? Yeah, all right. Right, Taxi to Low. Use masks. Right, let me put that up. Right, use of masks outdoors being ended in Cambodia now. Hopefully, Thailand just weeks away from this too. Yeah, Deke the Trucker, how you doing? Peter, I see Ed Sweeney is back in Pattaya enjoying himself. Are you sure about that, Deke? Because I didn't watch any of his recent streams. You might be right, but the last one I watched of Ed Sweeney, he was going on about he's going to go back to the UK, and then he brought out another one saying he's going to have another week. But I assumed he was going to stay in Bangkok. So if he's back in Pattaya, he's been there a long time then, hasn't he? But he'll be back soon anyway. But how you doing, Deke? Not driving at the moment, I hope. Dutch Frank. Return tickets, direct flight, July, August was €1,500. Yeah, what's that? About £1,200. Sounds about right. Right, James Case again. Let's have you in. Deke the Trucker. Sweeney says he is coming home. Latest vid. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Paul Hoskins. I'm saving it for the bar girls. They look like two coconuts now. Yeah, wheelbarrow job there, Paul. Right, it says new member there. Okay, that's because you upgraded, isn't it? Okay. Right, Stephen Austin. No idea about UK estate. culture, but in the US, if homeowners are a bit messy, unwilling to keep it turkey tidy, it is best to vacate your home before listing it to get top dollar. Yeah, I'm very particular about that. I know some people don't. When I actually came to view this house in 2004, it was a bit, I wouldn't say messy, but there was it was like the family was doing what they were doing, and they didn't think, okay, there's somebody coming to view it, let's make the effort. They just carried on what they were doing. But I'm really particular. I mean, I throw some things in cupboards. If they aren't the cupboards, they think, blimey, look at that. But I just throw everything in cupboards. You know, the stainless steel work, sink and everything. I actually polish it. The plastic things that go on there, I put outside. And yeah, when you walk around, there's actually, you know, I think, yeah, you're right. You got to make the effort, haven't you? Right. D-Rock 7977. Hello, Peter and guys. Yeah, right. I think we're nearly there. Let's poor old Shane. He's waiting in the background there. Right. I'm gonna bring Shane in. He's had terrible technical issues. I think he was supposed to come in last week. His mic wasn't working, and then his camera wasn't right, and he was up there. He's on his phone now, but it seems to be good. We've had about 3 dry runs. Now, Shane he's a viewer like you guys, okay? He lives in Australia. He'll tell you himself, but he's a viewer. He watches a lot of streams. He's been watching my stream for a while. And I got talking to him once. I said, hey, why don't you come in the stream? He's on the other side of the world, isn't he, to me? So let me, I hope you're ready, Shane. Let me bring you in. I bet you're all nervous now, but there's no need to be. So, Shane, how are you doing?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Trapped here in wintry old Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah, good. We can hear you loud and clear. So you've called yourself Shane O'Traveller. I mean, we know what that's all about because you have travelled quite a lot around Southeast Asia. Is Thailand your favorite kind of destination out of all of them, or is it just somewhere on your sort of list of places to go?
Well, I always seem to end up back in Pattaya for some reason. The people they're the friendliest in Southeast Asia, and it's got the most elaborate tourist infrastructure. That's what I reckon.
Yeah. So when do you think you'll be going back?
Well, I'm hoping to go back this September, but I've got 12 weeks leave booked for 2023. So if I can get there this year, I will. It all depends on the restrictions and stuff.
Is it only Pattaya? I'm keeping an eye on the comments as well while you're talking, by the way. So is it like, do you like Pattaya? Is that all the only place you go to? Obviously, you have to go into Bangkok, but do you ever get down to Phuket, or is it just Pattaya you like?
I love going down to Patong and Krabi. I love going up to Lamphun and Chiang-Mai, and I do frequent Bangkok, so I move all around.
Have you got any girlfriends there, or like anybody special, or do you kind of play the field when you're there, or?
I play the field when I'm there. 2-week millionaire. I've been known to take 4 girls in a sitting, in a day. Yeah.
Good man. Well, at once, or like broken up throughout the day?
Broken up throughout the day, of course. Yeah. So
all right. Well, I'm going to be single for the first time in 33 years. As you know, my wife and I are sort of parting the waves after that time. So you might have to give me a few tips because I'll be on the dating scene probably, and I haven't got a clue what to do. I know I'm better looking than you and all that, Shane, but apart from that, I'm only joking. How old are you, by the way? Because you're quite a bit younger than me, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 38 now. I first landed in Thailand when I was 30.
30, yeah. And what is it for you? Why do you like to keep going back? Is it like mainly the girls, or?
It's a bit of everything. It's cheap beers, it's luxurious hotels, it's girls, it's massage, it's the Thai culture.
Yeah. If you want to ask, guys, we're not going to turn this into a private chat between me and Shane. If you want to ask Shane anything, or you want to come into the chat and ask, right, Cats and Dogs said, is Shane famous or something? No, he isn't famous, but the reason Shane is in, because I did a poll and I said, how would you like to see these streams go? And people said, we'd like to see viewers come into the chat. So I'm doing a little test with Shane tonight. We'll see how this goes. And if there's any of you guys out there who want to come into the stream one week, send me an email. Let me put my email up on screen, and then, we can do a dry run, see how it goes. And then we can do what me and Shane are doing there. Yeah. So whereabouts in Melbourne are you, Shane?
I live in the inner west Kensington area, so CBD type of thing.
What, do you mind me asking what you do for a living?
I work in public transport. I'm actually a tram driver, which is an iconic role for the city. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I've never met a tram driver before. Dave Andrew, look, 2-week millionaire. So that's quite a common. When you head out there, so how long do you normally stay in Pattaya when you get out there?
2 to 3 weeks. It depends whether I'm staying in Pattaya for the whole trip, or sometimes I stay for a week and then fly out to Chiang Mai. I really like it out there as well.
When we were talking off camera last week, we were talking about sort of funny experiences and stuff. Hang on, look, JB's saying, do you want to interview me, Peter? Possibly, JB, possibly. Write to me. I've got to keep interrupting this, Shane, because we're trying to get more and more people in here. Right. Scott, Shane, could you live in, right, there's a question from Scott here for you, Shane. It says, could you live in Thailand, or do you prefer only going for holidays?
Well, I'm going to try and live there in the future, but I'm going to do extended holidays from 2023, spending 3 months or 2 months every year. I just can't get enough of the place. But overall, I do want to live there. Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to ask you your bank PIN number or anything like that, but I don't know financially, when you go out there, are you like a real cheap Charlie, or do you live the kind of high life? Are you just careful with your money? I mean, for me personally, when I go out there, I don't count the pennies, but then I'm not staying in luxury hotels. Are you kind of similar to that, or are you one of those guys who just throw it around, as it were?
Well, I've done 11 months in Southeast Asia, so sometimes I just throw it everywhere, especially in Pattaya when the girls get a hold of it. But sometimes I budget everything down 2 to 3 star hotels.
Yeah. Yours Travel said, I'm 42, divorced male UK, but love to travel. I wouldn't just come for the girls, looking at 6 months Thailand and 6 months UK. Yeah, that's what you just said, Shane. When you're sort of older, what kind of age can you see yourself retiring at?
Semi-retiring in the early 40s. I've actually got a real estate portfolio, so it operates as such as the nature as a business. So I'm set to do it.
I'm just smiling there because Marky Mark's giving you an alternative, because you drive a tram there. If you look on screen, Marky Mark's saying, look, you could be a tuk-tuk driver, so get a little bit more income there. Yeah. Right. Okay. So Alan Hunter says, big thanks, Peter. Just applied for retirement visa on e-Thai visa. Okay. I got to plug this, Shane. We do visas now, Simon and I, and e-Thai visa is our visa site. I don't know what the process is with Alan, but he's obviously gone through Simon, and so that looks like it's been quite successful. Right, if you've just come in, I've got Shane O'Traveller here from Australia. If you've got any questions for him, he's a guy who's been to Thailand a lot of times like me. When we were talking off camera last week, we were talking about funny experiences and stuff. How much time have you actually spent in Thailand, and over what kind of length of period?
Well, it'd be over 8 to 9 months, because I've done other countries in Southeast Asia, but it's always a 2 to 3 week holiday over the last 8 years or 6 years before the pandemic.
Right. Okay. That's cool. Another question for you there from McLaren F1 Racer. He says, Shane, have you ever rang the bell? You know what happens when you ring the bell in the bar? If any guys are on here, you don't know, when you ring the bell, you've got to buy everybody and the girls a drink in the bar. I think you can choose sometimes just the girls, but have you ever done it?
I've done it in Soi 4, North Pattaya. There was probably 2 or 3 people at the bar. I did it real early, so I just wanted to see how it went. It was all right. Yeah. 55. Yeah.
Before we get into one of your funny stories, I remember once years ago, I was in Pattaya, and I can't remember where it was in. It was in an outside beer bar, but it was one of the big, when you walk in, when you come out of Soi 8 and you turn left, Soi 8 in Pattaya, right? You used to have bars all the way down there. So you get onto the beach road, you turn left, and there's all them bars there. And they're big bars with a lot of girls, like 20 girls in them or something. And there was a guy who was half cut. He'd just come to Pattaya. He didn't know the score. He didn't know the scene. And he's seen the bell, and he's like, whoa, there's a bell. And he grabs this bell, and he starts ringing it like he's partying. And he gets it. Everybody goes crazy, of course. He's thinking, oh, they like that. So he rings it again. He thought they were going crazy because he rang this bell. And he ended up with a massive bill, and it was like, I think he learned his lesson. He won't be doing that again. Okay, let's have a look. Delboy Peter, that is a good point. Maybe let me just see what he says there. Delboy K Peter, that is a good point. Maybe do a poll on who is a cheap Charlie. I am very generous when there, and not just with the ladies. Yeah, I think with the cheap Charlies, I mean, I think it depends how long you go for and what you do for a living. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a cheap Charlie. What I have an issue with, if somebody goes there on a tight budget, they stay in a real budget hotel, they eat from food carts on the street, and they drink Singer with ice in it, fine, each to his own. But what I have a problem with, I used to know a guy, he's in one of the videos, you probably watched this a while ago, Shane, but he's a guy, what he used to do, he'd be out with us, and when we bought rounds, he'd accept a drink from everybody. And when it was his round, he'd disappear to the toilets. For me, that's totally wrong. But nothing wrong with being a cheap Charlie. Okay, so Javier says, what area of Pattaya do you prefer the most, Shane? I like North Pattaya myself. That's Naklui he's talking about. I guess you like the Beach Road area, is it, Shane? Or
Yeah, Beach Road, Soy 3 and 4, Soy 2 and stuff. There used to be a lot of bars there, but I hear it's heavily impacted now. So I'll probably hit Soy 6 or Soy Bacau.
when was the last time you were actually in Pattaya?
It was March 2020, and I had to self-isolate when I came back to Australia.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I was there in December, and it was weird for me because it was like, although I'd been back to Thailand many times, I kind of gone off Pattaya a little bit now, so I'm a bit long in the tooth, and it's just expanded so much. It's, you know, you've got all LK Metro. That wasn't all there when I first went there. LK Metro and you know, Soy Pothole and all around that area, the dark side, as it were. Paul Hoskins said he's rang the bell. Okay. Was there any people in the bar when you rang the bell, Paul? Right. Shane, you were telling me off camera, I'm going to get to this point because I keep starting it, then coming out because I read a comment, because I'm keeping my eyes on the comments as well. So we were talking about interesting stories. So in all the times when you've been to Thailand, why don't you tell us something like one of your funny stories or something that's happened to you? Because you mentioned something, I can't remember what it was, but I asked you off camera, and you, not off camera, but off the stream, and you did mention, you told me a couple of incidences. I can't remember if they were good experiences or bad experiences. Do you remember that when you were telling me?
Yeah, yep.
Go on then. Shoot, as they say.
All right, the floating markets in Pattaya. Me and a Scotsman teed up at the local bar. One of the local bar girls offered to take us down to the floating markets. We got in the back of a BART bus. The BART bus would have hit 250 kilometres per hour, ducking and weaving in and out of traffic, flying around the scooters, the trucks, everything. I was holding on. It was like you were in war zone or something like that, flying down the highway. I've never been more terrified in my life.
Wow, that's something that scares me about the minibuses. I don't know what that means. John, you're on screen. John Shaker, help me, Peter. Help you do what? What do you want me to do? Bit more detail. Yeah, those buses are good. They're cheap. If you get that was a BART bus, but you know those Toyota minibuses that you can get from Edgarmire, and they go down to Pattaya, they go down to Hua Hin, and they're pretty good value. I forgot. I don't know what they charge to Pattaya now, but to get to Hua Hin, they're 180 baht, whereas opposed to a taxi that's 2,000 baht. And they're good value, you know, it's nice, comfy, air-conditioned minibus. But some of the guys, you know, they're terrifying. You know, there've been accidents in the past. The government tightened up on them, but they're, they some of them can be very, very scary. Let's have another question again from McLaren F1 Racer. Hey, Shane, have you ever eaten a rat or bugs? You know, those bugs they have outside Sword 4?
Yep, I've eaten a lot of insects. I've eaten maggots, grasshoppers, all that type of thing. Bush tuck, it's high in protein. It tastes a lot better than a packet of chips, I reckon.
You animal. I remember last trip, Simon and I we were in Carlson Road, and I met one of the viewers who comes on here, real nice guy. He was with his daughter. His daughter's half Thai, so his wife's Thai. Beautiful girl, must have been about 18 or 19. But he was kind of sat down there. Me and Simon was sat up here just looking at Carlson Road, and he sent over, I didn't know he was a viewer. He didn't say anything to me, but he sent over a couple of scorpions. And Simon knew he was a viewer. I didn't know for some reason. I was tied up with something else. And we got these two scorpions, and Simon started crunching on his. And I said, look, Simon, I can't eat it. I'm not eating a scorpion. He says, but that guy sent it down there. He watches your channel and all that. I said, look, I can't eat a bloody scorpion. Whatever it is, I'm not eating a scorpion. In the end, I mean, the guy must have thought, what a brat. But I went into the bar and I bought two big bottles of Leo, went down to his table and said, thanks very much. I appreciate that. But I did not eat the scorpion. But have you eaten rat?
I've never eaten a rat. I used to catch them when I was a kid and like stuff like that, but I've never actually eaten one. No, I refuse to eat that.
I think what people don't realize, though, when they talk about the Thais eating rat, there's two different kinds of rats. You've got the sewer rats that run around Bangkok. That's generally not what they eat, right? When you go up country, they have, up in Isan, they have field rats, and they do eat them, and they're, they go out and catch these rats in the field. They're very good at it, apparently. I was talking to somebody who was telling me about these rats. And they do eat them. Right, let me just put that up from Go Hopping. He says it's 120 baht for a minibus to Pattaya. A large bus isn't much more. When you say a large bus, you're talking about the blue bus, right? So 120 baht, you're talking, what's that? It's like £3.40, isn't it? A 2-hour journey for £3.40. It doesn't get better than that. Okay, another question for you, Shane. I'm glad the questions are coming. It makes it more interesting. 326 in the stream. That's pretty good for tonight. Right, Shane, Delboy K. Shane, is Thailand your favorite Asian country, or do you have another, like a comparable one? I think he means.
Cambodia is very similar in the sense of the people, but their language and stuff is very different. But you can do whatever you want in Cambodia at a lower price. I've been through Vietnam and the Philippines as well. Each country has its advantages. The Philippines has great English. Everyone can speak it there.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is with Cambodia, I've been there and it was okay, but it isn't Thailand. You know, the infrastructure is totally different, and you know, it's just not Thailand, is it? It's worth a visit, but it's not something I'd like to go to, you know, regular. Right. Let me just put up there. Yoz says, a rat is a rat. Yeah. Okay. There was another one I wanted to do. Yeah. Asef, is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's not all night, Asef. You know, we're just doing something different here. Right. To be, not to be. How much do you budget for a 2-week spend, Shane? Because you're doing it in Australian dollars, aren't you?
Australian dollars, 5,000 baht a day. Sometimes I've spent 8, sometimes I've spent 1. But on average, 5,000 baht's what I allocate for the 2 to 3 week holiday.
Right. Does that include, we keep it clean, but does that include female company?
It can do, yes. But if you want to be a 2-week millionaire, you have to put that up to about 8,000 baht. That doesn't include the accommodation.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite a lot. That's quite a big budget. I mean, when I go out there, obviously I don't, the hotel and the hotel and the flight, that's all done, isn't it?
Yep.
But when you know, my daily budget, if I'm going there on like a vacation, 2-week millionaire, 4,000 baht a day is like, really does me really well. Sometimes I can get by on 2,000, but then I'm not going off with the ladies, you know. Right, let's have another one for you. If you just joined us, Shane Old Traveller's in tonight. He's a guest. He's in for a while. He's like you guys. He's a viewer. He's not a pop star or anything like that. He's just agreed to come into the stream, try and make it interesting. If there's any guys out there you'd like to come into the stream and have a session like this, drop me an email. I'll put my email address on the screen again, and you contact me. I'll put that. Oh, I've lost the comment now. Look, that always happens. Where was that comment? Right, was it this one? Captain Shane, do you actually use the fitness machines that you have on your right hand? He's talking about most of us use them, use the machine to hang cloth. I was talking to Simon about this. He said it's like it's got more dust on it than it has anything else. Do you use it?
I use it a lot. Yeah, I've got resistance band. This is my office / workout room. I can't get enough of fitness. It's the only thing that keeps me off the alcohol, pretty much. So I'm really into it. I love it.
Yeah. Good stuff. You know, I lost about 23 kilos when I went out to Thailand. I've actually put a bit on now, and I'll tell you what's happened. I was really motivated because I hadn't been for 2 years, and I kind of I didn't starve myself. There's a video on my channel how I lost 23 kilos. My goal was 25, but you know, I didn't want to stay on the diet in Thailand. What fun is that? So I lost about 23 kilos, and you know, back here everything's boring and depressing, and I think I've put probably 5 kilos back on, but I'm not bothered. I'll just do it again. When I know this house is sold and I know I'm definitely going out there, I'll just go for it again. And, you know, it's just how it is, isn't it? Right, let's have a look. Let's just see if there's any more questions here. Adrian Smith says, what's your favorite Thai food? Any stories about illness after food?
For me, yeah, I've sat on the toilet many times after eating some Thai food. I remember one instance when I first went to Patong. I sat in with all the Thais at a Thai restaurant. I was the only Fereng in there, and I was on the toilet for the next 2 days. It just fell through me. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I'll mention something. I just want to put this up from Neil. Neil says 120 baht doesn't cover the petrol. Think he means 1,200 baht. I think you're confused on that one, Neil, because it is 120 baht. Hua Hin is 180 baht because it's not a private minibus. They have about 8 seats in them. And what they do for Hua Hin, for instance, it's a 3-hour journey. They'll charge all 8 people 180 baht. You do the maths, and they get down there in 3 hours. They go back and they take another load down. You're not paying 120 baht for a private cab. Okay, so just clear that one up. Yeah, on that food thing, I find when I get there every single trip. I mean, I've been out there for years and years and years, but the first 2 days, I mean, I need to get the ammonium and keep them in my pockets and make sure I'm not very far away from a toilet. Because the change of climate, atmosphere, everything. Do you find that happens with you, Shane? The first sort of 2 days you're there, you got to be close to a toilet.
Yeah, some instances, but I've got iron guts now because I've done 11 months and I keep frequently traveling every 4 months. So I'm pretty much used to it now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get a few more comments on. D-Rock says, excellent 5K bar is what I'm looking at as well. Perfect to know, of course, besides hotels. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't been out there and you're wondering how much you can spend, four grand, 4,000 baht, you'll have a real, that's all day. That's food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, everything else. Maybe one or two more if you're a bit, if you like the ladies. But yeah, you're on the right track there. Why don't you tell us another story, Shane? You told me a couple of stories. So you had the BART bus one. Wasn't there something else that happened?
Yeah, Monkey Island. I went there. I was feeding these group of monkeys. I had two packets of nuts. I was bouncing the nuts off the monkey's head. They all surrounded me. There was a monkey with a baby in its arm, walked up, grabbed the bottom of the bag, started screaming, ripped the bag out, and they all jumped towards me. I ran. I was trying to rip the packet of nuts out of my pocket. My phone and wallet went everywhere, and I couldn't get rid of the nuts quick enough. That was the scariest thing I've encountered in Thailand, apart from the taxi.
I've had a very similar situation to you. If you haven't been, guys, when you're in Thailand, if you go to these parks and everything, there's a place in Hua Hin called Monkey Mountain, and you drive up this real steep mountain. When you get to the top, there's kind of like I don't know if it's a sanctuary or just a home for monkeys, or they just happen to be there. But at this place, there must be 100 monkeys there. And when you're there, they sell these pots of nuts. And thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. I'll try and put that on the screen later on for the pack of 4 oldie, not a pack of 3. Cheers. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. So I was at Monkey Island, same as what happened to you. I'd never been there. Simon took me there, and I bought this. It's like a round pot, isn't it? A margarine pot, about 20 baht. And I bought this pot of nuts, and I came out, and they literally jumped on me and mugged them. Like one of the monkeys kind of like bang. So I thought, oh, right, I'll be clever this time. I went back in and got some more, and I came out holding them above my head thinking I'd be safe. But the monkeys started running up me, and I basically crapped myself and just threw them. You know, they're vicious things, aren't they? Right, Shane, another one for you. Well done, mate. The best way when going to Thailand for a month every year is traveling as a Bart millionaire. It's the best experience. Yeah, not a question there, just a comment. Simon Goodison, Shane, can you fly non-stop from Melbourne to Bangkok?
Yeah, you can get to Phuket or you can get to Bangkok. Direct flight, it's probably 8.5, 9 hours from the bottom of Australia. And that's the first 5 hours is all Australia.
So, like Australians, when I read a lot of these stories on a Saturday, I notice a lot of those Australians, they seem to like Phuket. Is that just because it's the closest place to get to, or is it something special that attracts Australians?
I'm pretty sure it's just how they market it here, the tropical island. Because Australians they think of Bali, and that's a competitor for Phuket Island.
Yeah. Because people ask me, why don't I spend more time in Phuket? And it's just the logistics of it. Because when you get to Bangkok, you can get a bus down to Hua Hin, you can get a bus to Rayong, Pattaya. It's all 2-3 hours away. But to get to Phuket from Bangkok, you're talking either an 18-hour drive or a couple of thousand baht on an aircraft, which isn't a big deal. But sometimes you don't get round to it. Okay, yours travels off to Ibiza for 3 weeks next week. Spent 10 weeks in the USA, January to March. I can't wait to spend my money in Thailand. USA, $150 a night hotel. Yeah, that's one place I haven't been to, Ibiza. And, at my age now, I don't think I really want to. Right, Scott G. Yeah, green curry. Okay, I'll keep this going for another 5 minutes, and I've got something special for you, Shane, a little bit of a surprise that I haven't told you about, which should be funny. There's Brian's super chat there. Good man. It's not the first time. I appreciate that, Brian. Right, let's get one from Craig J. Right, good to have you on Aussie option. Okay, what is your preference for accommodation in Pattaya? Where's the best place for a stay?
Best place for a steak. I reckon that Robin Hood on Second Road, the Robin Hood, that English place there. They got really good food.
Yeah. What do you think there's a lot of Australians go to Thailand, but let's take Pattaya as an example. What do you think the kind of ratio is, but the ratio between sort of English, Australians, Americans? If you take those three, for instance, I mean, you get a lot of Dutch, Germans, all the rest of it, but there is a lot of English go to Pattaya for what, like I said earlier, it's a 12-hour flight. What do you think? Do you think is just as many Australians in Pattaya, or?
No, I reckon there's a lot more Brits and there's a lot more Europeans. I reckon we need to get more Australians to get there, I guess. But we've only got a small population here, 23 million. So yeah.
You could plant the flag. You could be the Pattaya spokesman in your country. You know, you could do it. Right. Being silly now. Right. Stephen Austin, question. Shane, besides Thailand Bound, what's your go-to channel?
Buzz and Nightwish and the Tiger.
Which one?
Buzz and Pattaya, Nightwish Group with Brian Flowers, or the Tiger News Channel.
Yeah, when I went down to when I was in Pattaya, I hooked up with Buzz in Pattaya, and nearly forgot his name there. But he was like you just said. Did you meet any others down there, or sorry, did you meet any of the when you were in Pattaya? Did you meet any of the YouTubers down there?
Because of the lockdowns, we've been locked up. I haven't been able to get out of the country for a couple of years.
Yeah. Well, I when I was there, Trevor kind of looked after me, took me out every night, and we went around in his Discord group. That was quite fun. I met a few YouTubers there, but is there anybody else you particularly like to watch? Or do you like the Tiger? I think everybody who watches channels about Thailand watches the Tigers because of the news. But I was chuffed to bits one day because I was watching the Tiger and they were reading out questions from their comments. And one of the questions was from you, and it said, "Why didn't you get Peter on from Thailand Bound?" And I forget what's the name of the guy, the chubby guy.
Jay.
Jay. And he says, "Yeah, I don't know who Peter is, but I'll look into that." He did actually contact me, but I think he was interested in sharing the Nat and Dave stuff, which I never got back to him. I should do really. Right. Right. Mike W. Thanks, Mike. $20 from you. Hello, everyone. Peter, enjoy your channel. Thanks, Mike. I don't do charity. That is going straight into the beer pot. It's going straight into here. Look, the cooler with the beers in. Right. And if you've just joined us, we've got Shane O'Traveller with us tonight. He's in the party. Right. Okay. Thanks, Mike. Okay, Paul, what are you saying? Those bar tables and the go-go bars are small, aren't they? Yeah, I guess so. Right, let's see if we've got any more questions for Shane, because I've got a question for you, but I'm going to save that. Any more experiences, any more fun experiences when you were in Thailand? Anything? Did you ever come a cropper? Did anything ever happen to you that was bad, or you just managed to get out of it?
Jumping out of a boat, one of those wooden boats off the coast of Krabi. The boat's pulled up and said we could jump out and swim. I jumped off, connected my foot on the boat, and landed a belly flop in the water. Pretty much after a groggy night out, so yeah. Okay,
a bit of information here. Look, so David Barnett says, Betsy, is it supposed to say best steak I've had was at News Steak in Jomtien? Yeah, I mean, one thing about Pattaya, a lot of the food that you get in Pattaya is actually better than in your own country. Like if I go for a steak here or some spaghetti or, Italian, whatever it is, in Thailand, it's actually better than. Do you find that, Shane? Like sometimes you go for a pizza and it's actually better than what you get where you live?
Yeah, that's happened quite a bit. Yeah, I frequent the little German restaurant on Soi 4. The food there is quite nice, yeah.
Are you into Thai food or not?
Yeah, I do eat a lot, but I used to live in an Asian suburb here in Melbourne, so I ate a lot of Asian food naturally. So when I go to Thailand, I do enjoy eating the Western food as well.
Right, we'll take this question tongue in teeth. Tongue in teeth. You don't have to answer this one, but you can if you want. But remember, if you answer it, Shane, you're letting everything out the bag. I'll let you have a look at that. It's Smiley McGee there.
Yeah, Third Road International Hospital, just off the corner of Second Road. I went there once, bit of a clap.
So you did get a few war wounds when you went to Pattaya?
Yeah, just once, and it, yeah.
So I presume you were drunk and you didn't put your umbrella up, as it were.
No, I actually did and still came through. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's terrible.
Blimey. Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. You said you watch Brian Flowers' channel as well, don't you?
Yep, correct. Yep.
Yeah, Brian's actually a member on this channel. I met Brian very, very briefly. He's quite an intelligent guy, actually, and I've spoke to him. We did a couple of interviews. He did an interview on here, and I did an interview on here. And yeah, I like Brian. I like his sense of humor. He's quite a funny guy. When you first meet him, he doesn't come across as that way, but he's quite funny. Okay, so Poorly Buffalo 555 says the Tiger live stream comments section are funny. Okay, right. Let me just put Paul Shackleton's up there. Awkward turns, if you know, you know. All right, not sure what that one means. Do you know what he means by that, Shane?
I don't know. I'm looking at the little screen on my phone. It could be something
All
like
right,
that.
awkward hurts, is it? All right. Right. Let's have some fun, Shane. Let's surprise you. Okay. So thanks for everybody who sent some questions in for Shane, because he was a bit nervous at the beginning, but you've done well. Sound and cameras done good as well. And as I say, if you don't know what this is all about, I don't want to just bring other YouTubers in here, you know, because I interview YouTubers, other YouTubers interview me, and you know, I want to get sort of like people who watch the streaming sensible. I don't think I'd ever have the balls to get Paul Hoskins in here, because he'd probably crack one out in front of the camera, right? But anybody else is welcome. Right, okay, so how good are you with your Ladyboy, Shane? So you've got quite a bit of experience in Thailand. I don't know if that's something that sort of floats your boat. I'm not asking you, I'm just commenting. Are you very good at picking them out?
It depends how many beers I had, but yeah, you can pretty much tell. It's easy to do in person than it is on screens and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so this is not the main event, guys. This is just for Shane. I might have a look to see if let me just get the comments right to the bottom, because I might see if anybody else gets it. I've done 2 for you because I want to give you a chance here, Shane, just in case you're not very. I don't expect you to get this wrong, but if you do, the next one is real easy, right? So let me put this picture up now. On this one, normally on the real Ladyboy competition, what I'll say is you tell me which one is the Ladyboy, but I've made it easy for you, so it's not a video, so I can talk over this. So there you go. Right, now this one, out of them 3, don't say anything yet, Shane, out of them 3 on screen, which one of them do you think is actually the lady? I haven't put numbers on them, but we'll just say the one in the white top is number 1 and the one in the pink top is number 3. So if you had to take a while, take your time, don't worry about it. If you had to guess, which one is the lady, do you think?
The one in the white top would be the lady, I'd say.
You think the one in the white top is the lady?
Correct. Yep, number 1.
Right. Are you sure about that? It's not too late to change your mind if you want to.
No, I'm pretty sure. I reckon it's number 1 would be the lady.
Sure, it's not the one in the pink?
No, I'm backing myself number 1.
What about the one in the middle? She looks very feminine. Look, that looks like a.
Yeah, they're all girly like, but I'm still number 1 for sure is the girl.
And just to be clear, we are picking out the girl, not the Ladyboy. All right. So last chance. Last chance.
Yep.
Final answer.
All right. Final answer. I'll back myself and go with one with the white top.
Right. So what I'll tell you, Shane, if you'd gone to Pattaya on holiday and you take the one in the white top back for drinks in your room, you would be going back with a guy, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. The girl is the one in the pink. Number 1 in the white is a Ladyboy. The one in the middle is a Ladyboy. And the one on the end, pink top, is the girl. So what I'm going to do now, Shay, I don't want you to come in the chat and leave with your head hung low. I want you to walk out here on a pedestal with the right answer. And this one, if you get this wrong, what I would say to you now, Shane, if you get this wrong, next time you go to Thailand, if you want to get a date, take somebody for drinks, whatever, take a friend, let them choose for you. Because if you get this one wrong, well, you've just had it, right? So what I want to know on this one, I want to know which one is the Ladyboy, okay? So there's 2 girls, there's 1 Ladyboy, and I've made it so easy. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
No, the one in the middle is a Ladyboy for sure. The one in the number 1 on the left is the girl. But yeah, no, the other 2 are Ladyboys.
So final answer, the one in the middle.
Yeah, that's the Ladyboy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, you got that correct. I made it so easy. Interesting backstory on the one in the middle there. He actually died of cancer because he was tucking his how can I say it politely, his manhood. He constantly tucked his manhood quite tightly backwards, and it actually caused cancer, and he died. He was actually a popular figure in Thailand with the Thai people because he was actually quite a funny guy, but unfortunately he died quite young. But you did get that right. And for everybody else, I actually didn't look at everybody else's answers. But don't worry, guys, I've got the main event coming up. Let me do a few more comments. You hang around for a while yet, Shane, just in case there's any for you. But let me just see what everyone's saying. Right, JB, it's pink. Okay, we're on. I think these are all answers. Guys, I'm going to do the one for the main one now. Give you another chance now This is right coming up as the main event. Let me just go through here really quick. Check Bound says, you and Shane together, mate. Doomed. Harold Bishop. Okay, guys, sorry, I forgot to come back in and check your answers, but I'm going to do that one now. If you just come in, 321 in the stream now. Welcome, guys. I've got Shane Old Traveller with me now. We're going to get into some fun stuff. And right, let's have a look. I'm cancelling my Pattaya trip, so you obviously got it wrong as well. Cowboy Vic episodes. Meat and 2 veg for Shane. Yeah, you're gonna have your meat and 2 veg, Shane. There. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I know what it means. Yeah.
Okay, right. Let me just say a quick hi to a latecomer there. Very generous latecomer. Wes, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. 20 Australian dollars there. We've got one of your countrymen on tonight. He's been on for about half an hour. Good morning, Peter and fellow Melbourne Shane. As promised, $20 to the Cronenberg Fund. Sorry, I'm late. Went to sleep at 2 a.m. No need to apologise, Wes. Thanks, and I do appreciate the beer money there. Right. Okay. I think I'm going to have a beer because we've been an hour in now. Right. Okay. You're going to have a go at this as well, Shane. So what I'll do, this is a main event now for the, we'll do the Hooters later. Let me just, I missed anything. Right. So same as every week, guys. And I'm going to ask, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put up a picture of 8 Hooters girls. There could be 2 or 3 girls, but from each country, it could be Japan, Philippines, Indonesia, wherever. One of them is Thailand, only one, right? And the object of this is to, I want to know which number are the Thai girls. So what I'll do, I'll run it for a full minute, some nice background music. I'll let it sit there where I'll grab a beer. And then when I come back, before I give you the answer, I'll ask Shane to see if he got it. And but I'll check everybody else's. So before I do that, so I don't cock up, let me get the comments right to the bottom. Are you ready for this, Shane?
I'm ready. Yep.
Right. Okay. So no ladyboys in this one. All right. So once again, guys, which of these girls, which number is from Thailand? Okay, plenty of time there. So let me go right up to the top. Let's see who we got. I can't give you the answer yet because I'm going to run that card again, but with the answer. So I'll just read out what you guys say and you'll know if you get it right or not. So Asef 4, Soda Pop 5, Dutch Falang number 7, Leeds 3, Dutch Frank Kink, don't know what that means. Pesky McNuggets 3, Darcy 1, Matthew Cartwright 3, Man with the Golden Bum Gun 5, Jason Boyle 4, Gemini Star, he laughed there, John Campbell 3, Shane Old Traveller, you've said 3, have you, Shane?
Correct, yeah.
You think number 3 are the Tigers? We shall see. We shall see. TGC 2450, you say 3 as well. Scott G4, Simon Goodinson 1, McLaren F1. You keep doing 555. Wes, are you going to have a go at this? Del Boy says 3, D Rock 4, Del, yeah, you've done that again. Omar 4, Paul Shackleton says 5. So it's not that easy, is it? Because we're getting a lot of different answers again. McLaren F1 race, you keep saying 555. Wes, okay, Wes, you say 4, Mark Epton 5, Can Fanchin, is it 4, T Nagon 5, Cats and Dog 3. There's a lot here. I won't be able to go through all these guys. Check Band 4, Bottle Baby says 2, James Casey 3, Taxi Talal 2, Rumble 5, John Paul 5. Where are we? Mike Sands 5. If I don't get your name out, guys, apologies because there's a lot of them coming in now. Dutch Frank 3, Paul Hoskins 6. Then I think it's number 1. David says 5. Darren 4. Geezers 5. Darren 3. Tom 5. Who else we got? Andrew Hammond. How you doing, Andrew? A bit late in, but number 6. Frank DeRosa. How you doing, Frank? Frank's there. Look, he's moderating in the background there. You're saying number 2. I Fly for me, number 3. JB, I was ripping the head off it and forgot to look. All right, the beer, I presume. I was doing a sneaky one there. That's a good thing when I run that competition. Cheers, Shane.
It's morning here. I can't drink.
You're on the coffee, aren't you? Your time of day.
Yeah.
Right. I think we're there, guys. Are you ready for the answers? Go Hobban. There is a tell to win the Hooters competition every time. There is a tell to win the Hooters Okay, so you a tip. I think you meant to say there. Right. Ladybug 1. Justin number 1, of course. I think a lot of wrong answers there, guys. A lot of wrong answers. You're going to be surprised. David Barrett 2. A little message for you there, Franco from Checkbound. Ivan 2. Let's get rid of that again. Okay, I'm going to run the answers. 45 seconds, not as long this time, because you don't need as long, but this might surprise you now. Right, yeah, let me give you the answer. Okay, I was a little bit naughty there, to be honest with you, because what I do, so it's not too easy, when they're obviously, when you look at them, you say obviously Thai, then I don't use them. When they look like they could be from somewhere else, like Indonesia or the Philippines or something, I think, yeah, that's good. This will catch them out. I'll try and make it a bit easy. I don't know if I can do it next week, because I've done this competition 3 weeks in a row now, and I think I'm running out of pictures. So I'll see if I can do it next week. I don't know. Right, okay. I've indicated, yeah. Okay, right, okay. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, I think, all right. Yeah, you got it. Okay, right. Okay, right. Okay, where are we now? Hour and 7 minutes in. Right, Shane. Look, thanks for coming in. You've been in for a good 40 minutes now. I hope you've had a good time. You've got some good questions there, and I hope one day we might meet up in Bangkok or Pattaya for a drink or something like that. And hopefully you'll keep continuing to watch the streams. It's good to have you in. And has it been a good experience for you?
Yeah, not a problem. The worst bit was setting up the tech. Yeah, apart from that, it's all good.
Well, you can breathe now, and after this, you can go and set it up and watch it in the TV, and you'll be like knuckle in the mouth, like, oh, did I really say that? Oh, did it? No,
yeah,
you're
that's
all right.
right.
You're right. Shane, you're a good man. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being my guest tonight. I'm going to bid you good night. Stick around. There's some other stuff coming on, but I'll take you out the stream now. And, you never know. We might bring you in again one day. We'll see. Thanks a lot, Shane.
Thanks for your time. Thank you, Thailand.
Thanks. Cheers, Shane. Thank you. What a nice guy there. Shane O'Traveller. So I don't often get to meet viewers. When I was in Thailand in December, I met quite a few who came up to me. Of course, the advantage that you guys have got on me is you know what I look like, but I don't know what you look like, do I? God, I'm like the Tangerine Man tonight again. But, so you can approach me and say, hey, you're Peter, aren't you? And that's what many people did when I was there. But Shane, one of the viewers come in, and it was quite good to have somebody in. Right, okay, let's get back into the comments now. An hour and 10 minutes. We'll go for a while longer, and then we've still got the main Ladyboy competition tonight. Right, let's do some comments. Right, broadcast driver. I find it easier when I identify Japanese, Thailand, and South Korea, and then guess the most Thai looking out of the remaining 3. Yeah, everybody's got his own system. Mark, how are you doing, mate? Hi, Peter, and hi, friends. Hi, guests from Kinetic, USA. Hi, Mark. Good to have you in. Let's see if I've missed any here. Paul Hoskins says, I can't help it. I'm mad. All right, I think we'd guessed that one, Paul. Charles Sanders. Yeah, I got it right. A then says, I would have guessed number 5. I'll be honest with you guys. That number 7, let me just put, I'm not going to leave it up there. Just have another quick look. Number 7 is a ties. It isn't obvious, is it? Isn't obvious. I would have said, if I was looking at the competition, let me just have a look at who I would have picked. Yeah, I would have gone with a lot of you guys. I would have said number 3. But there you go. Right, okay. Where are we now? Dutch Flang, plot twist. They are from other Asian countries but working in Bangkok. Yeah, could be. You never know. Could be shipped in, as it were, or shipped out. Right. Did I read that one out already? Let's have a look. Right, we did that one. Let me just put these up in the background. If you just come in late, there's the currencies there. Yeah, do you think they're talking about getting rid of the Thailand pass on the 1st of June, aren't they? It'd be great if they do. What do you think, guys? Do you think they'll get rid of the Thailand pass on the 1st of June? Right, so, okay, so if you're still watching, Shane, I fly for me. Thanks, Shane. Great interview. Yeah, it was just, if you're a viewer and you want to come in, it's not so much an interview. It's more like just a chat, isn't it? Two guys in a bar and you guys can join and ask questions and stuff. Always good to get somebody else in. One guy said to me one week, he said, you should get some people in because you just preach. I preach. I don't preach, but that's what he said anyway. Right, check bound. Okay, same again. Right, back. I haven't seen that one before. Bank bang. How long do you think it will take for Pattaya and Bangkok nightlife to get back to how it was? Just from a personal, if you're asking me personally, I think when they drop the Thailand pass, if there's no problems, I think it'll be real quick. And if there is any problems, then they might introduce Thailand pass again, aren't they? But I can't see them doing that now because all of their neighbours, they're missing out. When they drop if they drop the Thailand pass on the 1st of June, I think it will be literally maybe just a week, maybe not even that before they let the bars stay open. Because officially bars are not open. They're all restaurants now, aren't they? Right. Hi, Peter. I'm going to Thailand November 1st. Do you think the Thailand pass insurance not required? Well, at the moment, while the Thailand pass is there, they've reduced it. It's $10,000 as opposed to $20,000 and opposed to $50,000 when I went. But yeah, it's getting easier, isn't it? Dutch Frank says, I hope all the restrictions will drop soon. Yeah, you and me both, mate. Harold, where are we? Cheers, Shane. Yeah, okay. A lot of feedback there, Shane. So there you go. You didn't screw up as you thought you might do. Right, Leeds, it was a great interview. Yeah. Look, guys, honestly, I'm not just saying this. If you're interested in coming on this stream, I'll put my email address up there again when I have a slurp on this. Just write to me and say, look, tell me what you do when you. Have you got a Thai wife? Are you out there half the time of the year? Obviously it's got to be something interesting, but just come in, we'll have a chat and some guys will ask you some questions and that's what it's all about. Okay, what should we do now? Let's do a few more comments. Get rid of my email address. Get rid of that. You know what the exchange rate is. Okay, Deep the Trucker, let's get you back on. What are you saying? No chance of them getting rid of the Thailand pass. It's their okay way of keeping track who's in the country. Yeah, I was speaking to somebody else who thought that. They kind of got this theory that the whole point of the Thailand pass is to track everybody. They know where everybody is, but I'm not sure on that one. Tom, I always say Tom Young Gung, but you're not Tom Young Gung. I noticed the other day, I kept calling you that, but you're actually Tom Young Guy, chicken, not prawns. Right. I think rebound will depend on reports via YouTube, etc. When guys see crowds at nightlife venues, they'll book. You'll still have a lot of fun. I mean, I went out there in December when the restrictions were really tight, and I had a lot of fun. Even when the bars closed at 9. Thanks, Wes. That's the second one tonight. We're going back on the 8th of November. We'll catch up in a while in Bangkok. Yeah, we'll have to have after all this, we'll have to have a beer, me, your missus, and yourself when we, if we're in Bangkok at the same time. But thanks for that. Yeah, people said to me, "Oh, you were unlucky. I could never, I could never I wouldn't enjoy it if the bars close at 9. It's terrible because I didn't go out till 9 o'clock." But you adapt to it because if you're one of those guys who goes out at sort of 9:30 and stays out all night, what you'll find is you'll have a bit of dinner about 4 in the afternoon. You'll head out about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and by the time it gets to 9, it feels like 2 o'clock anyway. So. But hopefully that's all behind us. Okay, 100% have Shane on again, please. Yeah, so there you go, Shane. If you're still in the background there, a lot of support there for you. So that went quite well. He was very nervous, guys. He was very nervous. He had so many problems. First, his camera didn't work, and it was the wrong way around. Then his microphone didn't work, but we got there in the end. Okay, let's get someone in who hasn't been in. Let's have a look. David Barnett, have we had one from you? Hope they get rid of the Thailand pass. I'm going back at the end of July. Yep. Right, Right, have leg in Thailand. Hope they will get rid. I travel June 3, so hopefully we'll have the Thai pass by then either. Yeah. Guys, God, it's hot in here now. No wonder the heat is still on. Got one of these space heaters down here. Right, it's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK. So if you're not in the UK, what that basically means is Monday we don't go to work. And I haven't got much to do. I'm thinking of doing a stream on Sunday, maybe just an hour. I don't know if it would it be too much if I come on. I did an unscheduled stream one Sunday. I was really bored and I just did it and it went really well. I didn't have the numbers in that I've got now, but I didn't do any Ladyboy competitions, any Hooters competitions, anything, and it went really well. And I'm kind of thinking, shall I do one this Sunday, or is it too close to today? I don't know. Give me some feedback. Shall I do one on Sunday? I might do. Right, Mark again. My wife is from PH. Moment I met her in 1990, I was toast. Happily married ever since, 2 grown children. Yeah, I've got 2 grown children myself as well, Mark. Andrew Hammond. September is looking good for me for 6-month Asian trek. Yeah, and while I've got you there, Andrew, you know Andrew, don't you? He's got the book. God, I have to look at it now, Andrew. Get Me Out of Here by Andrew Hammond. There, plug. Well, you guys, if you like the stories, you know I'm bringing a book out, don't you? I wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for Andrew, because Andrew's brought a couple of books out actually on Amazon, and he's helped me with this one. My English, you know, is terrible. I've a lot of spelling mistakes and stuff. Right, hang on. Right, we've got let me just get rid of this troll on there. I don't know if Frankel's got him or not. Hang on. He's not a troll. He's advertising a sex site. Let me just ban him. Hang on. Right. Okay, he's toast. He's on here every week, isn't he? He's selling a sex site. I don't know. Where did you get him? Did you get him, Franco, or not? It's thrown me off now. Right, Andrew. Yeah. So, you know, I've got this book coming out next month on Amazon. It's going to be paperback. It's going to be downloadable Kindle. This one won't be audible because it's quite complicated to do. We might do the next one. I'm sure there's going to be a volume 2 and 3, but the book I'm bringing out's got 30 stories. Andrew's edited them all for me. There's another guy. I'm going to be getting into something else with him for this channel or another channel. And the book's finished, but it's basically finished, except we're waiting for the cover. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't get it out now because that guy put me off. I was telling you, and then I seen that idiot come back in again. He was here before. What's Franco saying? Yes, he's gone. I'm on it. Yeah. Okay. I've blocked him now, Franco, because Franco's moderating in the background, but he can only put somebody on a timeout, so he can make sure that they can't comment for 5 minutes, but only I can actually block them. So I've seen it. I've gone and I've actually blocked him. So he's gone. He'll probably be back next week like he was last week. Do you think anybody would actually go off and join one of his sex sites because he's come on here and put hot ladies? You know, it's not very convincing, is it? Right, JB. Peter, apart from Thailand, where is your happy place? Mine is Waitrose, as I like checking out the talent. I go to Asda if I'm in the mood for some rough and admire the lager ladies in tracksuits. I can't really say, JB, because at the moment I'm still a married man. But let's just say a few more months and I'll be a single man, and I'll get into some of this with you. Like I said, I'm going to share the journey with you, all the emotions and everything, being a single man again. Right, check down. Sunday podcast. I really like the last unscheduled stream. It was May 1st, so a stream for the working man. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I feel. I mean, I've got to want to do it as well. I've got to enjoy it, haven't I? And the last one I did was particularly fun because I didn't have anything prepared. Right, guys. You know when we do the let me see which one haven't I done? Right. Right, we haven't done the main. Let me just get rid of that. Oh, that's it. Right, we haven't done we've done the Hooters competition. We did the 3 cards for Shane. Right, so a lot of the time when I do this Ladyboy competition, you know, the idea is to spot the Ladyboy, right? There's a Ladyboy, and the whole idea of the game is to spot that Ladyboy. A lot of you guys get it wrong. You say it's too difficult. So what I've done, I've made it real easy tonight. There's a twist in the tale, but you'll see what I mean when I show you the answers. So I'm going to put this up now. This will stay up for a minute. The answers are about half a minute. Let me just get the comments to the latest one so I don't miss out on anyone. There we go. Right, I'm going to put this up, guys. Just tell me which one is the Ladyboy. I've messed that up, haven't I? Totally messed it up. I put the wrong one up. All right, we'll have to leave it for this week. That It should have been like this. And I'm gutted because I put in so much work to make that right. And then you'd have put all your answers and stuff. And I wanted to do a kind of trick answer. And when you put all your numbers, which one you thought it was, I was going to put this up. Right, so I've just got to get rid of this idiot again. He's come back on with another username. Okay, he's gone again. Okay, these guys who come on here and they start trying to sell these sex sites, you know, they realize a couple of hundred people in, and what they do, they get it all ready beforehand. And he's probably got 2 or 3 usernames on YouTube. When you block him on one, he comes in with another one. Then next week he'll do another 2 or 3. I'm sure it's not just me; it'll be for lots and lots of YouTube channels. All right, but I am gutted on that because I prepared that. It takes me about an hour or two to do that, and every time when I prepare it, I always name it very carefully so that I don't put the answers on before the question. And there you go. I'll probably never do it a second time, hopefully. All right, Matthew Cartwright would have said number 5. Look, so there is answers coming in, but the thing is, it was let's move off now. I'm just gutted, absolutely gutted I did that. Right, okay, let's get away from the competition. Right, okay, right, great. We haven't done joke of the week, have we? Right, Peter, you told the punchline before the joke. Yeah, I did, but thank you because you told me, and I've actually got 2 jokes of the week. 2 jokes of the week. I was talking to Andrew in the week, and I said, "What do you think of joke of the week?" And he said, "Well, they're all right." He says, "But what makes me laugh are the 2 girls at the end." So let me get these 2 lovely ladies lined up. Gutted on that competition, gutted. Right. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is from this is joke of the week. That's my joke of the week. This is somebody else's. So we'll do these now. Maybe this will cheer me up a little bit now. So right, joke of the week. This is sent in by David Hood. Okay. So this is his joke of the week. Right. A pair of nuns were painting the walls of their convent to save money, but they found that the paint splashed onto their robes. They decided to remove their robes, and as paint comes off skin easier than fabric, they decided it would also be a good idea to remove their undergarments and paint completely nude. Just as they finished undressing and were about to start painting again, the doorbell rang out. Both nuns froze on the spot and began to panic. One of the nuns shouted out, "Who is it?" The voice that came back shouted, "It's the blind man." "That's all right," said one of the nuns. "He'll be calling for the charity handout. We can safely open the door. He can't see anything." So they open the door, and in walks the man carrying a long cardboard box. He looks at them up and down and says, "Nice tits," smiling as he did so. "Now, where do you want me to hang these blinds?" Right, I won't go into the music just yet. A bit of a delayed reaction there. It's all going tits up tonight. Right, so here's the other joke of the week, right? And then we'll do the bit of music. Right, this is my joke of the week. Right. A married man was having an affair with a Thai bar girl. One day their passions overcame them in the bar, so they took off for a short-time hotel. Exhausted from the afternoon activities, they fell asleep and awoke at about 8 p.m. As the man threw his clothes on, he told the girl to take his shoes outside and rub them in the grass and the dirt. Confused, she nonetheless complied, and he slipped into his shoes and drove home. "Where have you been?" demanded his wife when he entered the house. "Darling," replied the man, "I can't lie to you. I've been having an affair with a Thai bar girl. We went to a short-time hotel, made love for hours, and I fell asleep exhausted. I didn't wake up until 8 o'clock in the evening. The wife looked down at his shoes and said, 'You're a liar. You've been playing golf again.'" Yeah, I can see why you find that funny, Andrew. It is a funny bit of music, isn't it? Right. Okay. Let's see what everyone's saying here. Let's go down some of the later comments. Right. Dutch Frank says, Peter, you shouldn't have said a thing and just went on with the competition. But I couldn't because it tells you there. Look, how can I go on with the competition? Look, if I put this up, it says Ladyboy, Ladyboy, Ladyboy. It should be. And then it would have been this one. But I cocked it up. I'll never do it again. I promise. I promise myself, because a lot of work goes into them and I've messed it up. Maybe what I can do. No, I can't, because you know the answer for next week. It's all of them. Right. Okay. Paul Shackleton said I would still say number 5. Robert. Okay. Robert UK. Was in Bangkok 6 weeks, then Hushing for 6 weeks. Great time. Hushing? I think there's a spelling mistake there. D-Rock. Yes, I didn't even notice, Dutch. I still don't know who or if everyone is a ladyboy. You would have noticed after a while because it says Ladyboy, Ladyboy, Ladyboy. But let's move on. No one's more gutted than me. Okay. Mark says, I don't understand what you did wrong, Peter. Right. Well, I had 8 pictures numbered 1 to 8. And the idea was you had to pick one of the numbers who you thought the ladyboy was. And then I put the answer up, and it was a trick question because every single one of them was a ladyboy. And you were like, God damn. But I put the answer up first. So there you go. Okay, Mark. Trolls don't have a life, so they try to wreck yours. Yeah, they do. I think, Mark, what it was with him, he's not so much a troll or a cyberbully. What he's doing, he's trying to promote his sex site. So his messages actually said, like, you know, hot girls with red arrows. And I don't think people are convinced anyway. Where are we? What's everyone drinking? I'm having some of this later on when the wife goes to bed. I'll only probably drink about that much. Maybe that much. I don't have to get up tomorrow morning. Okay, let's have a look. McLaren F1 racer said, Franco De Rosa, mate, said nothing offensive. My name is Clive. Peter has mentioned me before and contribute a lot to this channel. Why time me out? Yeah, he's all right. I don't know what's happened. I missed out. I don't know. Maybe there was a word that YouTube don't take it personally, because it's a difficult job Franco's got in the background. You know, not talking about you, but sometimes guys come in and write things, and you know you have to look at them and think, is that a bit funny, or you know? So don't worry about it. Don't let it eat you up. I mean, he knows you now, and yeah, I'll vouch for you in here every week. Okay. Right. Mark says, question: has anyone ever taken 2 girls in your room there? How did it go? Were they already friends? I think they're taking a few more than 2, Mark, for some of the guys on here. Right, Frank. Right, you're answering them back now, Franco. F1, no offense, hit the wrong button. So many messages coming at once, which is what I just said, Franco. Right, D-Rock. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's get one we haven't had up. Chetbound. I think most of us missed the Ladyboy title the first time you put it up. Yeah, maybe it's too late now though. I'll think of a good one for next week. I want to try and think of another. When I go to Thailand, I'm not gonna do these kind of competitions anymore because I'm in Thailand. That's what the channel's about. But what I originally thought before I went out there, I used to think before I went out in December. Remember when I started this channel 2.5 years ago? I was in Hua Hin. I only had like 70 subscribers when I left. And I was in this room at the end of my garden that's now got a cable running up to the house. And it's really hard if you're not in the country you're making a channel about. So I do these competitions. And I thought to myself, right, when I go to Thailand, I'm not going to do the stories anymore. But you know what? I am going to do the stories because I can do all my Thailand stuff. What I intend to do when I'm in Thailand, I can make my I don't want to give too much away, but I can make them kind of videos. But I don't think I should drop the stories just because I'm in Thailand, because a lot of people send them in, a lot of people enjoy them. And believe it or not, guys, I've actually got about 1,000, more than 1,000 women now who are subscribed to the channel. And it's just for the stories, they like to listen to them. So I don't think I should stop them. What's going to be a difficult one, I've got to try and decide when I'm going to do a live stream, because I don't want to lose everybody here, but I don't want to, let me just get that up there. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. TGC2450. Yeah, I don't want to. When I went to Thailand the last time, I thought it is so important not to abandon the live stream, because I was only going to be there for 3 weeks. And I thought, I'm going to do it same time. I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning, had a coffee, and I did it. The quality was terrible, but I did it. And I had like 900 people in the stream. Amazing. And, you know, a lot of people were very generous and sent me enough money that I could actually pay for another ticket. But when I go out there and I'm living there, there's no way I can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning every Friday, well, it was Saturday morning. I think at the moment, I'm kind of thinking like Sunday evenings. I don't know. I don't want to step on anybody else's feet, or not step on their feet, but you don't want to watch somebody stream and immediately it finishes, I come on. So I'm going to have to give that some thought. All right, look, guys, I think I've been going for an hour and a half, so I think I'm nearly there. I'm going to run these funny pictures once again that I did at the beginning of the stream because I cocked up the Ladyboy competition. Have a look at these if you haven't seen them already, and hopefully you'll enjoy these. Oh, I thought something went wrong there. If I had to pick a choice, if somebody put a gun to my head, I think it would be the favorite picture. I think it would be the two security guards, because we've seen it so many times while we're there, while we're there, aren't we? Right, I'll do a few more of these comments, and we'll just see what everybody's saying before I bid you farewell. Right, I'm not putting that up, JB. I'll tell you what, I'll put it up, but I'm not saying it. Craig J says, Peter, you provide some great info and your experience has been valuable. Well, thanks, Craig. I appreciate that. Matthew Cartwright says, get on the whiskey and keep going. I actually had a cheeky little swig while that was on. I'm probably gone from orange to red now. Right, Sheila, you're in late. You'll have to stay for detention. Good to have you in anyway. We're nearly there. Right, Javier, cheers. See you on Sunday. Well, I don't know, Javier. You're saying cheers. See you on Sunday. Maybe. I don't know. If it goes tits up like it did tonight, then oh my dear Lord. Okay, yeah, Wes, looking forward to the story. Right, let me just tell you a little bit about the stories tomorrow. The first story tomorrow is fantastic. It's I don't want to give it away, but it's a really, really good story. And why it's a good, I've got to try and tell you without giving it away. Why it's really good. It's good because you'll just have to watch it. I don't know how to explain it. It's the longest story. The first story tomorrow. When I get to the end of it, you'll think, yeah, that was good. They're you're happy. Whatever. I'm giving it away now. Right. Just watch the stories tomorrow. Right. What else? Right. Marky Mark. Peter, when you're in Thailand, we will work around your schedule. Don't stress out. No, it's not that, Mark. I know, I understand. But, I don't want to sort of like, oh, I'm in Thailand now, so it doesn't matter about the guys who are in the UK. I was having a conversation with somebody once, and they said, look, I think once Thailand opens up, all these people who watch live streams, they'll be gone. Nobody will watch them anymore. But I don't agree with that, and I'll tell you why. Because most guys are working or even the retired guys, they go out to Thailand for a couple of weeks, a month. Some guys go for 3 months, but you don't spend a whole year in Thailand, do you? So what that means is when you're in the UK, a lot of guys like to have that connection with Thailand. So there's nothing better than a live stream. I watch live streams as well. And, if you're a guy and you go out to Thailand for a month, you've got another 11 months while you're in the UK. Yeah, there'll always be people in Thailand, but there will be a lot more people not in Thailand who want to connect, and they will watch the live streams. Yeah, the numbers might drop down slightly, but I still think there'll be, a good few hundred guys like the streams. All right. Hopefully I can get a few more. Hopefully I can get a few more pictures for you next week. They're getting harder and harder now because there's only so many pictures on Thailand. Detention, Sheila. Detention. I mean, I do have a uniform. Sheila, careful. You look. See how beer going like that now. Yeah, Sheila's actually female, so yeah. All right. I'll stop now. So I'll say something I regret. Right, Mark. I know it is. I will keep saying it. Wait patiently for the next episode. Right, Mark. I'm not going to give it away, okay? But I've got something in the pipeline. Something really, really good. You like the Nat and Dave videos, right? Don't hold me to it, but I've met somebody who I'm going to be collaborating with. I hope, who is very, very good at what they do. That's all I'm going to say right now. And just watch this space. That's all I'll say, Mark. Watch this space. Okay. Del Boy K, Dutch Frank, one of my favorite Dutch sayings, okay, I don't know what that means. That could be something really rude. Okay, so A then says, I hope you decide to do a Sunday stream. Yeah, I don't want to sort of promise it and plan it. If you guys are sitting around, you do nothing. What happened the last Sunday? I just thought I'm bored, and I came on. I thought, I wonder if anybody will come in, and they did. We had a bit of a chit chat like I am now, but I didn't have any competitions, no stories, nothing. I just thought, so if I do it, I'll come in, and if enough people come in and start commenting, and I can work off them comments, then I might be able to keep it going for an hour and a half like last time. If people don't come in or whatever, then I can't do it. Mark says, stay on, Pete. I've run out now, Mark. I've got nothing else to show anybody, nothing else to say. And I'm getting more and more orange. Nick Franco, I go to Bangkok, just do that. Yeah. Right, Mazza. Great show tonight, Peter. Checking the post view, Mazza. I always like to hear that. Mark says yes, Nan. Well, let's just put it this way. Nat might have a little sister who wants to learn the business. Right. Are we nearly there? Smiling McGee. Thanks, Peter. Have a good evening. Yeah, thanks. A lot of people work on Saturday, don't they? So I noticed like earlier on, I had about 330 in. We're just over 200 now, 229. But that's because people have to work, isn't it? Or I noticed when I do the Ladyboy competition, I lose quite a few people out the stream. I don't know why that is. Obviously, some people don't like it, but I'll keep it going for those who do. Okay, D-Rock, love the Nan stories. Gemini Star, cheers. Having it in time. Right, guys, I think we're almost there. Right, okay, so before I go, I just want to say a big thank you to Shane. I don't know if he's watching the rerun now. He's probably not even listening to me now. He'll be watching the rerun. Hopefully he's still watching. But yeah, thanks for Shane for being my guest tonight. It actually went better than I thought it would go. Not that I thought it'd go bad, but it went quite well. You guys engaged and it was good. So thanks to Shane. Thanks to Franco, who's in the background there, taking care of all the comments. Franco, yeah, I'll meet you on Sunday, Franco. Pizza time on Sunday, my treat this week. I'll be buying that for you. And you guys, I might, if I do the stream on this Sunday, it'll be 9 o'clock, but I'll send out a thumbnail. You'll get it half an hour before the stream. If you don't get the thumbnail, it means I don't want to do it or I've changed my mind on I'm doing something else. But to be honest, I've got such a boring life here. I probably will. So, all right, guys, look, thanks a lot. Whatever you're doing over the weekend, have a good one. And if I don't see you Sunday, I'll see you next week. But I'll probably see you on Sunday. And don't forget the stories tomorrow.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ